Thank you, Eno, for the ramen. This is so sad. I just can't believe it. I don't like this one bit. But I'm glad you took over the ramen shop. I am the new owner. And don't worry, I found his recipe book, so everything should be almost the same. I hope. But you really can't mess up spicy ramen, because it's like 50% noodles, 50% hot sauce. No, that's not the name of it. Yeah. I don't know, I'm confused. Nurse Joy, help me. All injured are upstairs. Thank you for visiting. Wow. I feel like this is a deja vu moment. Huh. Okay. Let me go upstairs. Operation room. Oh my god, Ten's still in there. Oh god. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Oh my god, this is worse. This is worse. Oh god, this is a dead body. This is definitely a dead body. Oh. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Oh god, I wonder who that is. That could be Choji, that could be Ellie. It could be Sasuke, because Sasuke took a pretty bad fall. But, unless he... No, he should be fine, unless he had internal bleeding. I feel like we're forgetting something. Oh, Ellie. No, not Ellie. What's her friend? Arya. We need to tell Arya. Arya is gonna be so pissed. Hi, Arya. What's up? How you doing? So I need to tell you something. And don't be mad. Well, you can be mad if you want. How do I say this? Ellie was accidentally shot by Carrie's Star Blast Jutsu, and is fatally wounded, and is in the hospital. And we were all locked in this murder mansion for what I believe to be several days. Could have been a week. What? Ellie was shot and is in the hospital? Carrie will pay! Okay, you do you. Oh, Quinn. I forgot to thank you. Thank you, Quinn. I would not have been able to escape if it wasn't for your help. I am truly grateful. Thank you. Oh gosh, it's raining. Ugh. Gotta keep out of the rain. Don't want to go home in soggy clothes. I really hope that we didn't forget something. But I guess this rain is fitting for our big funeral coming up. We always manage to have fun in this village. This is a tragic day for our little village. We have lost more lives on this day than we've lost on any other. This village is in ruins. We need to stand up and we need to band together. We had 7 deaths in that terrible mansion. We made this statue to commemorate them. It says, "May those who died in this awful place live on in all of us." And I truly believe that this should happen. We all gathered to honor these people. 7 dead, 1 place, by 1 person. We don't know who did this. And we may never find out. But what we do know is that traitor was one of us. And we're going to find out who that was. Unfortunately, we also have 2 students missing, Sakura and Victor. We have reason to believe that Sakura was attacked within the bathroom and dragged somewhere. However, with Victor, when investigating that library where he was allegedly seen last, we weren't able to find anything. We do not know where these students are located, but please keep your eyes out and go around trying to get any information if possible. Now, let's discuss the 7 dead. Let's start with Ellie. Ellie was not one of our own. She was actually from the village hidden in the sand. However, she did spend a lot of time in this village, and we all got to know her well. Ellie ran the Rainbow Cafe, and she was truly a loving person, and she will be missed for all of her good she brought into this world. It's a shame that she was killed in such a devastating way, but we gotta remember that we can't hold grudges against those who made accidents, because if we did, we'd all hate each other, because no one is perfect. But who wants to speak on Ellie's behalf? I think I know who should. Aria, come on up. I don't know why my friend Ellie was in that mansion, and I don't know why all of these people were invited there when I wasn't. But what I do know is Ellie was my best friend. And I may just be some small pet shop owner, but I know friendship when I have it. And with that girl, I knew our friendship to be pure. Ellie and I would visit all the time, and I loved her as a friend. And I just can't come to terms with what happened. Ellie died at the hands of Carrie, and I don't think Ellie died an honorable death, and I think that we should avenge her and punish Carrie to the highest extent for her crime. Carrie murdered Ellie, and she should go to prison for it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down. This is a funeral. It's not... It's not a courtroom. Please sit back down unless you're gonna say something about Ellie. We do not need accusations here. I would like to say that Ellie, you will be missed, and you will be avenged. Thank you. Okay, so let's move on to our next person we're honoring. Unfortunately, we haven't only lost one, we still have 6 more to go. And our second on our list is Choji. Unfortunately, Choji died in a very, very dumb way. Choji just had to have a snack, and that boy was piggish, and he went into the kitchen, stole all of the food, ran upstairs in that mansion to eat it. And what the dumb part is Choji, first of all, ate the food that was left out in some mysterious mansion, so it could have been poisoned, but it wasn't. That boy decided that he'd try to drink the milkshakes, eat everything in that place, and that boy had a peanut butter milkshake. Unfortunately for him, that was his demise. Choji consumed so much peanut butter from the spread of foods they had out that his heart couldn't take it, and Choji had a serious allergic reaction, causing him to seize and then, unfortunately, pass away. We are withholding any words on Choji's death, considering that there wasn't much to say on him to begin with. Now, we can move on to our third dead person, Konohamaru. What makes Konohamaru so important was he was a Saratobi. He was, in theory, the next person to become Hokage. Konohamaru, unfortunately, did not survive. Konohamaru survived the attack from Desdemona when she stole Moiji's skin, but he was not able to hold his breath in this one, and he was taken out after trying to flee the mansion when told not to. We can't say much about this death other than Konohamaru was a good boy, even though he caused mischief, and we can all testify to that, but he didn't deserve to go out in such a gruesome way. He will be missed, and he will not be forgotten. Now we move on to our fourth death, Ted. This death is truly weird. Ted was a little boy from the village hidden in the stone, and he claimed that he was sent here to do some sort of mission, and then things went south for Ted. Ted was wrapped up within the museum case, and that pulled him into that mansion with the rest of us. Well, with the rest of the ninjas who were in there. And for Ted, he did not fare so well. Ted was trying to figure out who broke into the museum and stole the harp of the gods, and unfortunately, his mission was cut short while he tried to save Konohamaru. Ted, you will not be forgotten inside this village. Now our fifth death is Sky. This death affects all of us, and it is truly one of the worst our village has ever seen. Sky, the ramen shop owner, his tragic passing is truly all of our faults. We didn't protect him, and he was stabbed in the head. And unfortunately for us, we can't change that. Now all of our ramen is being sold by a half-rate who's trying to mimic his style and his cooking, but you can't mimic perfection. Perfection is earned, perfection is made, and Sky's ramen can never be the same without Sky. I'd like everyone to please remember this beloved spirit inside our village, for he served us long and he served us well. He may have not done missions, but he sure as hell did a service to this village. He gave us all delicious ramen, and we all should be grateful. He truly was a hero. Okay, first of all, I'd like to say that providing food does not make someone a hero, and I took over his business, and I can mimic his style. It's not like any of his recipes were overly complicated, and saying that, oh, he used the love, he used some sort of special ingredient is absolute garbage, considering I've seen the recipes, and they're nothing that impressive. And when you try some of my ramen from his shop that I took over, I can guarantee that you'll be just as happy with the ramen he provided. And hopefully people will learn that my ramen is just as good as his. Wow, we have someone who is seriously salty. I don't want salted ramen, I'm sorry, so we're gonna move on to the next death we're honoring. This death was truly the most gruesome. Rest in peace, Medic Kitty. Medic Kitty nearly died on Getting Island from the shadows, and Panda Zambi was able to save him when his team abandoned him so they could try to win some amazing prize, but they failed. Unfortunately, Medic Kitty was not able to escape his inevitable fate. Inside this mansion, Medic Kitty fared the worst out of them all. Medic Kitty tried his best, and he was captured and tied up. And while tied up, he was tortured. They cut him up with knives. They chopped his head off. And it truly was awful. And we don't know who could have done such a thing, but what we do know is the love in our hearts for this blessed soul will never fade, because Medic Kitty deserves better. Medic Kitty deserves to be honored by all of us and never forgotten for his contributions to the medical field and his contributions to this village. Medic Kitty, you will be missed. And finally, we have Jiraiya. This death may have the biggest impact on us out of them all. I truly don't know what to say for this death. Jiraiya was one of the Shonin. He was an amazing man. He was trained by the third Hokage himself, as was I. And Jiraiya was a part of my team. Even if we were disbanded, we were still teammates in spirit. Jiraiya, unfortunately, lost his temper inside that house, and when trying to escape, he used one of his jutsus to his own demise. His Dark Swamp jutsu, and unfortunately dropped him through the floor onto some spikes, and Jiraiya didn't make it. I don't know what to say for your teams, because this is just beyond me. I don't know how new team arrangements will be. I don't know if they will ever be the way they were. We're missing... I forgot, but we're also missing Valentine. And this is just awful. We're missing 3 students. And we're missing 3 students for teams. I don't even know if I can rearrange them with those 3 students missing. And with these 7 deaths, 1 squad is left without a leader. Medic Kitty's dead, Choji's dead. We'll have to find some way to rearrange these squads, and I don't know how that's gonna work until we know who's dead. But what I do know is we're going to figure out what happened, and we're going to make a change, because I am not letting this happen again. 7 deaths, 3 missing, that's 10 people gone. And we are not losing anymore. We're winning the fight against this new evil, and we will stand tall no matter if it's day, night, rain, or shine. We will pull together as a village. Myself as a Hokage, all of our leaders, and all of you. Students, you're just as important as I am to this village. You make up our ninjas, and you will carry us through all of this trouble. We will not lose anyone else. We will get the glorious sensation of victory once we take out this new threat, once we take out and move on for the greater good of the Leaf. Thank everyone for coming out. I'll work on new team arrangements, but until then, you are all dismissed. And please, be careful. Thank you. This is perfect. Adeline thinks I'm dead. And, unfortunately, it's gonna have to stay that way. Because I need to feel safe. I need that girl to go around with the artifact. She thinks she has the gloves of the god, the legendary gloves, but she doesn't. I do. Now, she's gonna be doing the business with Desdemona, keeping her off my back because Desdemona thinks I'm dead. And I can get the harp. Once I have the harp, everything will go my way. I just can't believe how good the timing was. Victor wasn't. I didn't think Victor would be the one to get up here the quickest, and I definitely didn't think he'd stab me like I was counting on. I thought Gara or Konkoro or Jiraiya would be up here, and I thought that they'd stab me. But, you know, the plan's still going good, so. Now all I have to do is figure out how I'm gonna pull off the rest of this plan. If I remember correctly, Desdemona needed someone with knowledge on the gloves to pull it off, and since Victor just happened to show up at the ruins, he probably has some sort of knowledge on the gloves, and he can be her little puppet. This is excellent. No one will suspect a thing. Ah, it's good to be back. I see you're back. Excellent. I wanted you back. Both of you have been a great help, and now that Victor's behind a barrier jutsu, he can't see or hear us, so he doesn't know who's here. This is perfect. I just couldn't believe how well you pulled it off, Shadowclaw. You truly impressed me. Oh, thanks. Those ninjas were so stupid and naive. I was able to use a transformation jutsu, play the little boy from the village hidden in the stone act. And I got away with it too. And then once I used a shadow clone to fake my death, they were able to play right into my hand. And I actually got some of them to kill each other. It's perfect, but I don't know who has the gloves. They were thinking that it was somehow Tenten, but I don't think it's her. Tenten's a fighter. She's not very... well, she doesn't seem to know a lot. Well, I, personally, think that it's one of the teachers who has the gloves. Trying to hide them from his students, trying to protect the village, trying to be the big man. Or woman. But what if we got it wrong? What if it wasn't one of the teachers we put with inside that mansion? What if it's Myra or Naya? What if it's one of them? Plus, we don't know about your little friends. What are they going by? Gianna, she's going by Quinn now. Or Sebastian, who's going by Major. And what about that Ruben guy? I think it's weird he just showed up out of the blue, ready to be their teacher. I truly think something could be further investigated there. That's a very good point to make. But I have a suspicion I think Adeline got the gloves. I mean, she just stopped by and informed me that Victor killed Valentine. But yet, that seems a little too simplistic. I think that she found the gloves, and now she's hiding them from us. She should be investigated further. And I also have suspicions about that Carrie girl. She definitely doesn't seem like the type of person to not hold secrets. We were all watching her, weren't we? Back at that mansion. She tried to pick a fight with Quinn, and she also got herself into some trouble with Arya after she shot Ellie. That sucks now. I can't get delicious cakes, but you know, I didn't need the cakes, nor did I need the tea to calm my nerves, but anyways, now that Ellie's dead, that made Arya mad, and I think Arya's also gonna challenge that Carrie girl to a duel. And that Carrie girl's definitely someone we should consider recruiting. That Star Spike jutsu, that was spot on. That jutsu just ripped right through that girl. Ellie was down for the count, and I truly think Carrie would make a good person to try to influence, if she doesn't do anything dumb and get herself killed first. Yeah. Ooh! What was that? Probably one of those dumb cats. They've been scurrying around all over the place. Wait, cat? You don't think that's Krishana, do you? If it's Krishana, we may have a problem. That girl's pretty strong. Oh, don't be silly. Krishana doesn't know our location. Her cats may have a little bit stronger noses than humans, but they aren't no dogs. Definitely not bloodhounds. It's not like her cats will ever find us. Plus, we got our prize. We got Victor. And we acquired Sakura. Good job on that, by the way, Mr. Shadowclaw. Oh, no problem. We can use that girl Sakura to bribe Victor to make sure that he doesn't do anything stupid or tries to escape. Because if he does, we can threaten to kill her. That was the plan. And a good one indeed. Ha! It's good to be evil.